We started, homie.
Oh,
Okay. Whoo! Yeah, I'm tired, dude. Alright, episode 34 of the 100 podcast. I brought in my boy David Talley and Brian Talley. We're missing their older brother Isaac, but we'll be okay. I got 2 out of the 3. But I just wanted to bring you guys in. You guys are fellow athletes and you guys are fellow podcasters. I think you guys just started your podcast, so I kind of want to start with that. Like, what got you into it? What made you guys, whoever wants to start?
Yeah, I'll start. I mean, so originally, how I was telling you earlier, we were looking towards summer. Like, we had our busy schedules, looking to, start our little YouTube channel, eventually going to bring it on to, like a podcast. But yeah, we were just looking on starting that up because we had our busy schedules with everything going on. And we just jumped into it. So we got opportunity, and now we got a bunch of videos going, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's how we got it started.
What's your guys' goal behind your podcast, your YouTube channel, and also what is it called?
Yeah, so it's called Talley Talks. And our goal really is we just saw a lot of
And still see
just a lot of kind of complacency, I guess, with people these days, and how people just kind of aren't really motivated, and they don't really want to. Really, the biggest thing I think is they didn't want to take responsibility for themselves, and that's probably the hardest thing that I would say to do is that. To say like, hey, look at my life and the things that are going on in them, and it's like, hey, if I don't like how this is turning out, it's my fault. It's not anybody else's fault. I'm not blaming anybody else, but like I want to take responsibility for, my life.
Exactly, for the things I've done, for where I'm at, and you can always, I think on the other side, I guess you can always get better, like especially when things are going good, like that's not on somebody else, that's on you, like why your life is going well and why you're continually doing better, and I like that. I like you guys. That's kind of what I did my podcast for, was just kind of like, I think everybody's kind of fake, everybody's kind of full of bullshit, and they kind of, I'm a victim, everybody's against me, and I've done that myself. Plenty of times, and
I feel like it's human nature to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like at some point, everyone's done that. It's like
exactly,
that person's fault. I didn't do
exactly, and I think for you guys, and I think a part of it that keeps you guys from doing that is you guys were athletes, you guys were star athletes, and you guys knew, like, I can't really just, like, fuck around, and then, like, you, for example, you got injured. I don't know if you got injured yourself, but you got injured pretty severely, so, like you had to work your way back up, and you've had to deal with,
I had to work twice as hard.
Yeah, bro,
to get where I wanted to be.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't know, man, like, just keep it moving, I guess, just keep moving forward, and I enjoy that you guys are actually just going to put yourselves out there, man. It's hard to do it on a YouTube channel, and it's hard to just put your voice out there and think it's interesting. Especially when you're like, I don't even know if people like what I'm talking about. That's kind of what it is. You got to just kind of put it out there and hope it's good.
Yeah.
Hope people enjoy it.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think, like, what your whole, like, 100 podcast, that was cool. Like, keep it real and stuff, because there's just so much, like, I don't know, just fakeness out
nonsense.
there. Just like, and like no, like, hey, we're saying it's not society. It's not, it's you. Like
exactly.
you're the problem in your life, and it's something that a lot of people don't want to hear, but it's the truth, really.
Yeah, bro. Like. I don't have money saved up, bro. That's on me. I didn't save the money. That's on me, bro. I fucked up. I wasted all my money. I don't know, bro. I think kind of having, for me, it was kids. Like, having kids really put everything in perspective, and you can't really blame people for where you're at. You gotta you gotta figure out all your answers. You got all your responsibilities. You gotta keep your fucking kid alive. Like, you can't be like, well, my kid got hurt and it was them that did it. It's on you, bro, all the time.
Yeah.
And what do you guys want to do with your YouTube channel? You guys plan on keeping going? Like keep this thing consistent, drop like an episode every week or like twice a week? Like how's it scheduled for you guys?
Yeah, so right now we're going with just one episode a week. Eventually, as we get used to all the editing and all this stuff, we're not super good with all that stuff right now. So really just getting our reps. Eventually we'll move it up to maybe 2 a week. But yeah, right now just going with it. We're not experts by any means, but we're just looking for people to think a little bit different. Mm-hmm. Just get a different perspective on how we think, and just certain things that people can apply to their lives, especially at a young age. Me and David aren't old by any means. We're young adults, so hopefully people are able to take little things that that we say, ideologies that we bring to the table, and even other people that we have on, and hopefully just take bits and pieces and start working on getting better every day. So.
And besides that, bro, what are you guys doing, like, career wise? Because I know you guys both. I think you guys both work at Hargett. Like, what got you guys into what you guys are doing now, career wise? I know you guys were athletes. Let's go a little bit into that. Like, how was it being an athlete and then going into what your career choice is now? Like,
go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Whoever.
So really, how it all started with me. So I was quarterback at Rancho Mirage High School, and
shout out Rancho Mirage.
Yeah.
I don't just have La Quinta guys in here. Rancho Mirage. Rancho Mirage.
And so like I was just going through so much pain. I had like back pain, hamstring pain, shoulder pain. It's pretty much like just just football just messes you up. And a lot of it wasn't actually from football, but it was from training. It was the way that they were training me there. Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to like shout out. It's just like that's just because they do like a generalized approach in high school.
Basically for everybody.
Yeah, it's like so they're training the 350-pound senior lineman the same as me coming in as a 5'10", 140-pound freshman who has completely different body types and completely different limitations and stuff like that. And they're giving us the same exact workouts, the same exact things to do to get stronger. But it's like that was really what led to a lot of my pain. And I ended up going to Hargett around my sophomore year of high school, and they taught me pretty much how to like own my body and like train the right way.
What made you guys choose Hargett? What?
Literally nothing else worked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For me, yeah. It was literally like
for me, like it was absolutely like last resort.
Yeah.
Like just my battles like through physical therapy, and it's like.
So you went like the basically like the regular route, you went to physical therapy, all that shit.
For me, it was like, hey, whatever they tell you to do, let's go through this PT for 6 months, then you'll be good. And it didn't work, really? And then another ACL tear right after.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Let's go into that. So you tore your ACL twice?
Yeah, so I had, I forget which one was first. I think the left was first. So I tore my left ACL, my 8th grade summer going, No,
it was after freshman.
Yeah, after freshman year, I tore my ACL, my left leg. Went through all the It's cool though. I'm looking back on it, and it's like I've learned so much, and it's a part of who I am. If I didn't have those injuries, like who knows where I would be, but it's 100% like a part of who I am. So
it made you grow up.
Yeah, I'm so like thankful for the injuries that I've had, because it's showed me so much. Did
you ever have like going through those, and obviously maybe like the second time you tore your ACL, did you ever like go through a depression or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
100%, dude.
You went to like...
I don't know if Dad remembers, dude, but just even going to school, like, even looking at the other basketball players, I was like, dude, I want to play so bad, and my body's not allowing me to go out there. And
what got you through that? Just continuing just to push yourself and kind of just not letting yourself get down with how you feel, I guess?
Yeah, it was hard, man. If I could go back, I would definitely change a lot of things, because I was just like, oh, poor me.
Yeah.
It's like, that's kind of what, for me too, just brought me into doing this kind of thing. It's like, hey, if someone's like having those hard times, they could, watch this and like, hey, it's like, you got stuff to do.
That's
like,
exactly.
You're not just gonna sit down and, pout about everything that's happening to you. You're gonna, you gotta get things going. And if I would have gone back, I would have done so many things different. Many things.
And that's why you're on here, on your, like you said, on your podcast or on your YouTube channel talking now. It's kind of exactly for me too, the same way. It wasn't an injury or anything like that, but I was depressed as fuck, I was depressed. I felt like you said, poor me. I felt like my life was going nowhere, and I was like, damn, I gotta do something. I gotta make a difference in my own life, and that's why I started doing my podcast, was because I wanted to get myself out of that depression, and then hopefully help people in turn. Help other people get out of their depression and shit. And that's crazy, man. Tearing your ACL twice. Did you ever go through any injuries like that?
Yeah, I my senior year of football, I tore my tib ligament in my ankle, and I ended up getting surgery on that. But thankfully, like I was able to play my senior year of basketball too, though. So I was cleared like the first day of league play. Like was the first day I was cleared to play. And I mean, I sucked my senior year, but it was still because I was right off of surgery.
He was balling.
But I'm just really thankful that I was able to play my senior year. So
did you guys want to go and play the next level? Play any college ball?
Yeah, I mean, it was in my interest to do that. Just the injuries that I had, I wasn't able to. I was playing at Copper Mountain for a little bit, and then so I had 2 surgeries, and then I've injured this one another like 3 times. So
fuck, dude. Yeah, so you're like, all right, maybe maybe I need to start coaching and shit, training.
Yeah, it's just funny though, because like even doing like all the how the Hargett stuff we were doing or talking about earlier, just the training that they brought me through, it's individual training, right? Like so the thing about like physical therapy too, like if you have a 50-year-old man that tears his ACL, and then I come in and I tear my ACL, they're gonna put you through the same exact criteria.
That makes no sense.
In my mind, that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Again, not throwing shade or anything. That's just how it is for most physical therapists. That's not all of them. I'm sure some are amazing, but that's how it was for me in my experience. And yeah, dude, it's just crazy. It's like it's the training that I was, the rehab that I was being like brought up with just wasn't.
It wasn't cutting it. Really.
Yeah, it wasn't cutting it. So. But I ended up finding Hargett. I think me and David went in at the same time because we were both having our little stuff going on. But, I trained for about a year because senior year I didn't play at all. I didn't play through anything. So I was just rehabbing, training. And then when it came to playoffs, I was...
Well, senior night.
I was going to ask you that. I was going to go into this.
Dude, like...
this is the most savage thing ever, too.
No, it's fun because... My knee was still messed up, dude. Like it was messed up.
Oh wait, you messed it up again? Like right?
No, like even through training and everything, it wasn't 100% by far. But just through all the training that I've done, just focusing on certain muscles that stabilize the knee, I was able to jump it straight into playoffs and just go from there. Mm-hmm. So,
but it was the coolest thing, bro. Because he literally just asked coach, or like he was like, "Hey, can I play for senior night?" And like senior night was the last.
Because it's like, dude, if I'm able to play for senior night, I don't care like how many points I play. I don't care how many minutes I play. It's like I want to be out there with my brothers, my basketball team that I've known like all through high school.
Put in all this work.
It's just like, hey, like just let me play senior night.
And like that was like
that was
like the one game we got to play together.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, because like sophomore year, like I was.
We only played one, man.
Yeah,
that was
only one game together. Yeah.
Were you guys on the court together at all?
It was senior night, and then we played 2 playoff games together. So
was it 2 or 3?
It was 2.
It was 2,
right? Because we lost to the 1 seed in the second round.
Yeah,
dude, they were good.
They were good. What was the score?
I don't know.
I feel like you guys had a squad though, because you guys have always been pretty good at basketball. You guys were pretty. I remember playing you guys and trying to lay you guys out when I was like in high school. Dude, I remember Isaac, bro. I lay him out all the time, dude.
And
he just keep getting up. Huh?
Playing in the front?
Yeah.
Laying him out?
He'd be playing he'd trying to block me or whatever, and I play like I'm playing football on the basketball court, bro.
Dude, I remember that.
You guys would just keep going.
You're like a football player on the basketball court.
You guys are like me, bro. You guys would get hit and you guys don't even cry about it. You just get up, you're like, alright, whatever, dog. I'm good. You'll have your eyes all fucked up. I'm good. Yeah, bro, but I had a fucking question lined up and I got thrown off. I got thrown off on my question. But what would you guys pass along to, especially you guys because you guys play basketball and I think you played football. Both of you guys played football, right?
No,
no?
Just
basketball. Okay. But passing along to a guy that wants to play high school ball, a kid that's going up wants to play high school sports or even college sports, wants to put in what advice would you give him? Especially you now that you're out of high school, now that you've you've been done, and you take turns. One of you go first. But what advice would you give a kid that wants to play high school sports and wants to I don't know, put his focus on athletics?
Yeah, I'll start with that one. So I do with Target, we do train some of the basketball kids. So I trained Shadow Hills basketball throughout their whole season. They ended up winning CIF.
I saw that. That's legit. Yeah.
Really good guys, really hard workers. Some of the stuff that I always tell them is to like set a goal. Like, what is your goal for the season? What is your goal for basketball in general? Like, say it's like you're just getting into basketball or whatever sport it is. Like, what's the end goal? Like, you're just trying to be the best you could possibly be. Then have that be your goal. Let every minute, like, of your day or like every minute of practice, like, okay, what can I do better to be the best I can
to achieve that goal, basically. Yeah.
But it's like it has to have direction. If you're just like, oh, I just want to play basketball, it's like, blah, blah, blah. You're gonna be one of those kids that just like gets a few minutes and you're coming out.
Yeah.
If you're not reaching towards a goal and like, okay, I'm gonna work, harder than everyone. I'm gonna go train, a couple hours a day. I'm gonna do my lifts and then.
You're definitely not the first person that told me that a goal is very important. Like, write down even a set of goals, write down some short-term goals, write down some mid-term goals, write down some long-term goals, and, go after each one of those goals.
Yeah, and that's what it is that's what it was for Shadow. Like, the short-term goals, I was always telling him, it's like, hey, it's one game at a time. It's like, for this game, for this week, what's the goal? It's to win this game.
Exactly,
for the series of games that they'll have.
Yeah.
Long-term goal is winning CIF.
Exactly. Just kind of keep knocking them off, keep achieving each goal and as you get to your long-term goal.
And if you lose, that's all right, reflect, and then you're still, shooting towards your long-term goal. And,
exactly.
and it ended up working well. A lot of the kids on Shadow, like, ended up taking my advice, and it's like I know a couple of them, Cord's writing down all of his goals at home, and he knows exactly what, he's trying to reach.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys, it kind of proves it right there when they win CIF. You're the best in the league.
I mean, and the coaching staff there is just amazing too. So definitely not all me. I only have them for like.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying all around. Like even the kids are obviously putting it, actually showing it on the court.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, David? What would you pass along to a high school athlete?
Yeah, sports was probably the most beneficial thing for me in high school. Like, no doubt about it. If I didn't play sports, I think I probably would have gone down a lot darker path, and I would have been a lot more unmotivated.
Yeah.
And because I finished high school with a 4.1 GPA. If I did not have sports, I probably would have finished with the 2.5. Honestly, because
sports, is that what made you want to be the best in academics as well?
Yeah.
Did that make you want to I want to get a scholarship or
whatever?
Yeah,
100%. Like that's exactly it. So I was, again, my goal, I wanted to be the best that I could possibly be every day, and I wanted to give myself the most opportunity that I could. So I did as much as I could in football and stuff, but that also translated to schooling, where it gave me that purpose, right? It gave me, what am I trying to do? Okay, if I want to be the best in football, that means I got to keep my grades right because I got to play, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I was just doing and it was all hard work. It wasn't because, I'm smart or anything. It was literally just hard work. And
let's be honest, bro, how hard is high school?
Yeah,
let's be honest.
100%.
Academics isn't hard, and a lot of people... That's what I feel like, and like you said, for example, like your grades, you got a 4.1. It's not that hard, dude, and especially if you're an athlete, if you have a 4.0 or whatever, you can get a scholarship through academics if you can't get one through sports, and then you could be a preferred walk-on or whatever, and people act like it's so hard, and it's honestly not hard. I never studied in high school, I never did any of that shit, and I still got a 3.5 in all my years, and it's just, it's on you, really, a lot of people just don't give any fucks, and then you regret it after. And luckily you had a 4.1. I don't know about you. I'm guessing you probably had a GPA. Yeah.
They're alright.
I guess you did okay at least. Yeah.
It's alright.
I tore my ACL a couple times. I didn't have a 4.1. I was just a 3.8. Yeah, bro. So, where can people, did you guys already say where they can find your guys' YouTube and shit? Did you guys mention you guys' name?
So it's just Talley Talks on YouTube. We do have our Instagrams, my personal Instagram, David's, and then we have the Talley Talks Instagram, which it's just all one word for the Instagram.
Yeah, it's Talley Talks.
So Talley Talks on Instagram. Look us up, give us a follow.
What have you guys talked about so far on your guys' episodes? I know you guys brought in. Who'd you guys bring in? Who's your first guest too?
Max Shore was our first interview.
Okay. And who is he? What does he do?
So he is the number 5 catcher in the nation.
He's number 5 in the nation?
In the nation, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Number 2 in California, right? Mm-hmm. California, yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, really, really cool guy, really funny guy. We enjoy spending time with him. But we were just, interviewing him, just getting a little bit of a look into what he does, like, throughout the day. What are, some goals he has, and how he, just kind of goes through playing baseball. But
did he speak on at all about the pandemic and the whole spring, the whole how they get an extra year, the seniors?
No, we didn't bring that up.
No, okay. No, I wanted to ask him about it because I just wonder how that is messing with him and, like, whoever's supposed to be leaving that team or whatever when he got... I don't even know where he's going for college or who he got signed by or what, but I just, not even just for him, but for all the athletes that played, what is it, spring sports, they get the extra year of eligibility. And then how does that work out for high school? Like did the high school kids that didn't get to play, they just didn't get to play, and it was just like
I think
take a chance, like bro, that's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. I wanted to ask him about that, but yeah. So what did you guys talk about in your first couple of episodes besides your guests, the ones you didn't have a guest on?
So yeah, first episode was our mission. Yeah. So what we're about, what we're going to be talking about through our journey. And then the next one
was about good habits. So like how to build good habits and then how to avoid bad habits, and why is it difficult to build good habits. And then we gave you I think at the end we gave some tips on to start, like we said, like
what are some
wake up early, make your bed, and exercise.
I said one thing, but you gave 3. You gave me extra points.
Yeah.
So what was it? Wake up early.
Yeah, wake up early.
Make your bed. Exercise.
And exercise.
But
yeah,
that kind of sounds like the Jordan Peterson clean your room. You ever heard of him talk about that?
Yeah.
You can't really you got to focus on the small things first. If you keep your room organized, and you can kind of start working on everything else.
Because it gives you an accomplishment in the morning, so then your brain's already got that dopamine rush of getting something done.
Oh, okay. All right,
and then it just translates to the rest of your day.
You already started your day on a good.
And then especially if you're exercising with that too, then that's more like endorphins that are being released that are, giving your brain good signals hey, let's keep this going. Let's keep this going throughout the day. So just kind of start your day off right, and then if you could do that. Because life is going to suck some days, and, it's just control what you could control.
I'm sure you guys can speak on this. How many days do you guys feel like not doing shit? Do you wake up and you're like, I don't feel like working out?
It's funny.
But then you do it.
Yeah, it's funny. Tell me if I'm wrong, David, but we wake up...
4:30.
Yeah, we wake up 4:30. In my mind, I think it's just as hard every freaking day to wake up that early. What do you think? For me, it's like... Dude, I don't want to get up every day, but I just get up.
Yeah, I was always a little different because I was always up early.
Yeah, you always go to bed at 6. Your bedtime.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, they would always make fun of me because during high school I had such a good routine. So I love routines.
Yeah.
So in high school, all throughout high school, I bed at 10, wake up at 6, right? I was
you would go to bed at 6, dude.
6.
Sometimes a little.
You're not even eating dinner, bro. You're not even eating dinner, bro.
Dude, it was ridiculous.
So I love those routines. So when I get into a routine, it gets a little easier. Waking up at 4:30 is a little harder to get into a routine.
Fuck that, dude.
But I don't know. I've always been a guy to wake up early, and some days it's harder. Some days I'm ready to get after it, but.
I'm like this fool, dude. Every time I wake up early, it doesn't change. I wake up, I feel like shit still. I'm still my eyes are half open and can't even. I'm barely breathing, bro. I'm like, ugh, feeling like a zombie.
Yeah, no, I've been doing that for. I think it's been over a year now, but every time it's not getting easier, dude.
It's fun.
It's not fun, dude. Yeah,
it's just about having that discipline. Be hey, I'm getting up. And
it's really that first 30 minutes or whatever. That's shitty.
Yeah.
It's right when you wake up. Once you get over that first I don't want to do this, and then you start your day, and then you're fine. You forget about it, and your day's good.
And it's funny too, because like with exercising, because like the more you sleep, the more tired you actually get, and then the more you exercise, the more awake you're.
That's weird,
and
right?
it's weird. It's like it doesn't make any sense, but you're like, oh, okay.
You'll get a good workout in, you'll feel more energy, and you almost want to go work out again.
You're like, huh, okay.
Yeah, as long as I get up and exercise, I'm chilling. So
yeah, exactly.
After that, we're good.
Yeah, I'm finally getting back into it again since the whole pandemic thing. I was going to EOS like fucking twice a day, bro, and now I was chilling, dude. Now I was chilling too much. I was chilling, and luckily I haven't gotten too much off the wagon with my eating, so I didn't like get all crazy, but I'm barely getting back into working out, bro. Barely. I'm like, fuck, man. I was taking too much of a break, dude. I saw my definition start going away. I was like, oh, I need to work on it. But who would you guys? I don't know. I guess this is how I want to kind of round it up, I guess, and end it. Who would you guys like? I know you guys listen to some guys that kind of keep you guys motivated. Who would you guys kind of pass along to the people that are listening right here? Because we're all kind of on the same idea, you know, like keep it moving, keep moving forward. You know, like just better yourself. Like who do you guys listen to make you guys feel that way? You know, help you on those bad days.
So I got a ton. So first, first would be Jocko Willink, Jordan Peterson, Candace Owens, Dennis Prager from pretty much all of PragerU. I mean, those are probably my top four. That's a
pretty good group of people to listen to.
Yeah, and then I'm starting to reach out, like starting to listen to maybe some Dave Rubin a little bit, and then I listen to other political stuff. But I mean, I don't really think that's.
Oh shit, we're going into politics.
No, we're not doing that.
Brian's like,
I don't think that's. Just stick with
that.
Let's stick.
We're not gonna watch the video after.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just stick.
Let's just stick with that. Okay. What about you, bro? You listen to anybody, or are you just a motivated motherfucker? What's up, dog?
I would just say I'm nah.
I just got a big dick, homie. I'm fucking. I'm just kidding. This is going sideways. Sorry.
Man. So a lot of times I like to listen to stuff on Instagram. So I'm sure a lot of people follow like Gary Vee.
Yes, Gary Vee. I follow him.
Like all his little videos I watch. We work with Aurelius. He has an Instagram. His brand is All Knowledge. I love listening to those. Okay. Every time they come out. He talks about a lot of different things.
And you actually work with this guy?
Yes.
Oh, legit. That's cool. Yeah.
No,
really cool guy. Really funny guy. I enjoy listening to his stuff on Instagram a lot. And then, of course, all the stuff that David mentioned.
Yeah.
I like Jordan Peterson. PragerU stuff is always great to listen to.
If you want to feel like a lazy person, bro, listen to Jocko Willink.
Yeah, right.
You'll feel real lazy. You'll be like, damn, I don't do anything in my life.
Jocko's awesome too. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he is.
No, his books are awesome. So
kind of like Gary Vee too, because Gary Vee is just always keeping it moving, dude. He's always like posting 100 posts a day, and it's like, all right, bro.
Even for our our YouTube and stuff, we're not great with this kind of stuff. So like his books, we're reading them.
Yeah.
The stuff that he's throwing out there, we're reading them because he's a really knowledgeable guy. So I like to listen to his stuff and see things I could incorporate into our YouTube.
You know what's kind of crazy is I'm such a big Gary Vee fan. I bought his new shoes, the Gary Vee shoes.
Wait, shoes?
Yeah, they're K-Swiss. I never even wore them.
K-Swisses, dude?
I didn't even buy them to wear them. I bought them because I like Gary Vee, dude. I was like, I bought them and I left them in the box and everything. They're just in my closet. I was like, yeah, dude.
K-Swiss, dude?
He's K-Swiss. You will never catch me wearing those, guaranteed.
Really?
Yeah, K-Swiss. I don't even have.
Come on, dude.
You rock K-Swisses or what?
Nah, but
yeah,
looks like you would, Okay.
What the fuck does that mean? Just kidding. We're gonna fucking end this shit. Episode 34. David, Brian from Talley Talks. Check them out. This is on Instagram, YouTube, every other whatever. I don't know. Swole, bro. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Done, bruh.